Well, thank you so much for being here today because I'm very excited to tell you about the experience of developing technology-mediated architectural design education in the midst of a pandemic. This work presents strategies in developing of teaching of subject of architecture project 3 of the School of Architecture and Urbanism of the Federal Fluminense University from the return to class in September 2020 during the COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic carried out in the online system of technology-mediated teaching. After the presentation of design references by the teachers, the students in groups are invited to carry out some research about the design reference of the other works, and inform the name of the works, the authors of the project, and the fundamental characteristics of the project, and can be used in their work. The images present the reference of research by the students, an important step for the expansion of the students' repertoire. In the initial sketch and the ability of analog drawing are fundamental for us to make the transition of digital drawings. We discovered that the Jamboard tool could be used for the simultaneous dynamics between both, from the potential of the tool associated with the program established in the subject notebook. Teaching can be implemented, and the results achieved have restricted minimal learning objectives. These images in image 3, initial sketch message tools, and image 4, sketch of the apartments and the orientation on the Jamboard platform. The first guidance through online digital platform was a very difficult step in the teach process. Make comments about the development of volumetry for its plantation. Another key aspect for the success of technology-mediated education was the adoption of a schedule of activities distributed through the school year, accounting for 30 classes held twice a week for each days of class. We recorded a specific theme, which was made available in the theme within a classroom on the Google platform. However, many disadvantages were perceived right at the beginning of the activities. The lack of proximity between teacher and student, and the process of discussion of the project where the teacher sometimes sketch had to be adapted to the virtual model. The Jamboard tool is very limited in graphics terms. The drawing on the screen is not good, and it compromises the student's understanding. The guidelines are laborious, and you have difficulties in the proposed corrections. The teacher needs to use others' device to pass on the recommendation and suggestions. We often had to draw on a separate sheet of paper and then share it with the student to begin guided. The drawing advanced use AutoCAD, initial drawings of the apartment sketch, and the orientation of the Jamboard platform. The teaching context imposed by the coronavirus from 2020 onwards determined project teachers to think about new ways of working. Is the sense with teachers of the PA3 discipline seek to answer what is important to teach and how to teach and evaluate what has been taught. The first aspect which we observed with the realization of class remotely was the marked inequalities. Some students had problems with access and connectivity to the internet network Wi-Fi, and some did not have computers with adequate processor capacity and memory, and that would allow the use of basic drawing programs by computer, tablets, or smartphones, capable of allowing the use of teaching and learning platform classroom and participation in an online class Google Meeting. This image is possible the initial rise of the structure launching. The teaching the structure realized in the project was a very difficult step to teaching. Technical drawing e estrutural lance guidelines, duplex apartment technical drawing. Another important aspect is the social interaction between teacher and the student, or, in other words, taught like gilding eye with eye to eye. The vast majority of students do not open their cameras for various reasons: fear of loss of connection, show the family environment, the clothes they are using, the haircuts, etc. The guidelines are fundamental for the evolution of project and its consolidation. We teachers had to understand that the great support for change was the internet. We did not carry out any digital revolution. In fact, what we did was a behavior change so as not to lose students in the first place. Withdraw from the course, and above all, keep learning the project discipline that until then was based on the concept on the face-to-face relationship between student and teacher. Despite the fear and uncertainties imposed by the new teaching model of architecture design, the teacher's subject accepted the changes and the feedback given by the students work consolidate this experience according to the rest of the activities. This image is possible to see regarding the works presented, guided and mediated by technology, can state that the group of students managed to incorporate the new form of the teaching, technical draw of the session, sketch, and faces. We emphasize that all the works express design process with several results. Digital mockups made SketchUp showing three perspectives of the building. Finally, the experience of teaching architectural design mediated by technology associates with another design, initial sketch, mass study, and preliminary study, install a new pedagogical character and develops the design itself, responsible for the consolidation architecture in its fullness. Thank you.